Alright, in this video we are going to cover how to properly submit your file for laser cutting. One of the first things you want to do, make sure that your construction layer is turned off, and the only thing that I should be seeing is what is going to get cut and engraved. Remember, red is cut, white is engraved, so if you have something in a wrong layer, you can always go ahead and select something and switch the layer to what it should be. So all of like maybe your text and things like that should probably be in the engrave layer unless you are cutting something out, but just remember that. White is engraved, red is cut. And I turned off the construction layer. Next thing I'm going to do is set up my space so I can see how big the bed of the laser cutter is. So the bed of the laser cutter is 24 inches in width and 12 inches in height. And I want to fit all of this on the bed of the laser without wasting material like you're seeing here. So I'm going to try and get these as close to each other as possible, but still fit in the bed of the laser. So what we're going to set up is something called limits. So I want you to type in the word limits and then hit enter on the keyboard. The moment you do that, it's saying, if you look at the bottom of the screen in your command bar, it says specify the lower left corner. So we're going to press 0, 0, and then press enter on the keyboard. That's the lower left corner. Then it says specify the upper right corner. So our upper right corner is going to be 24, 12, and then press enter on the keyboard. And you'll notice that nothing happens. Well, we need to reset our grid display, and there's two ways you can set your grid display to match the limits. You can go down here to your grid in your in the toolbar down here, and you can right click the grid and go to grid settings, and you can turn off adaptive and display grid beyond limits and click OK. And that is the size of your laser cutter bed. So you'll notice it's nowhere near where we want it. So what I'm going to do then is go ahead and click on these two first, and then use my move tool and move those into place. I'm going to turn off my object snap so I'm not snapping anything weird. I'm going to go for like close to the top left corner right there, so about right there. Again, we want to try and keep it somewhat close, but not right on the X and Y axis, because that's where the edge of the wood is going to be. We're going to put in a 12 by 24 piece of plywood in there. So we want to try and not waste material, but not get too close to the edge. So about like that. Then what I'm going to do is grab this one, making sure my ortho is turned on. Grab everything for this one, and then I'm going to move enter on the keyboard and try and get close to this one. So I'm going to just click and scoot that over. Notice the ortho is keeping it nice and straight so they're aligned. So somewhere like right about there. So I'm getting them close to one another. Then I'm going to go ahead and grab these two. Enter on the keyboard, and I'm going to turn off ortho. And I'm going to try and get them kind of lined up with that one. Actually, I'm looking at this one with this first one right about there. Looks good. Again, I'm trying to not waste a lot of material and still keep them kind of close, but not so close that they're touching. Now I'm going to grab this one. I'm going to scoot this over, so enter on the keyboard. I'm going to turn on my ortho just to scoot it straight over. So about right there. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab these two, select them, enter, turn off my ortho, and bring those over into here. And getting it close. Right about there. And I'm going to grab this, enter, turn on my ortho, scoot that straight over. Get it close but not touching. So if you notice, by doing what we just did, I have enough space here with a bunch of leftover material where I could possibly cut out two other pieces, and we're not wasting as much material. So this is how I'd like you to set up your file when you're ready to go laser cut. And then what you're going to do is save as. Make sure that the file is saved as your last name _ first name _ speaker project, or speaker is fine, and save that into your, and I'm going to call this speaker video demo just for my file saving. Yours should just be last name underscore first name underscore speaker, and then save it. Then you're going to go to File Explorer. You're going to go to your speaker project folder, and you're going to go find that last file that you just saved. Mine was this one. So find yours. Yours is probably just last name, first name, speaker. Right click, copy it. Navigate to our submit folder in the V drive. DWest, the period that I have you. Just left click once on the submit folder to highlight it blue. Then right click, paste, and paste it in. And then it'll be in the submit folder. And then just ask me, say, hey, Mr. West, is my file in the submit folder? And then once I tell you, yeah, it's in there, you can go ahead and go into Google Classroom and click submit for the speaker project assignment. That's it.